What is happening, everybody out there on the other side of the camera? How are y'all doing? I'm Ace from 8th Place 22, and here we are with not a variety show, not a Smoking Aces show, not a Thursday therapy session, or even wrestling as it's been happening all the time on this channel. This is another Turtle Tuesday Live. We went live last week. We did a Turtle Tuesday Live last week where you might be able to see him there in the background. Camera's not the best. I apologize. Let's turn that down actually too. So there we go. So you might be able to see in the background there are the NECA Fortnite Ninja Turtles that are kind of just chilling and hanging out there. That's what I opened and unboxed last week. My shirt looks fucking... That's what I opened last week, and we checked those out. They were absolutely awesome. It jump scared me. You know what, Joe? This is what happens when you show your face, brother. You jump scare people, okay? We can't all be like this. Hey, what's going on over here? You guys want to look at some toys? All right, grab yourself a slice of pizza, settle on in, and we are going to have a... What is that? We will be doing puppets, though. I know that's a thing. Puppets are coming soon, folks. If you're into puppets, well, we're the place to be because we're going to be into puppets. It's a great name of a show, Into Puppets. Maybe that's something in the foreseeable future. TKD Bar, Ace, what the hell are you doing, SA? I am about to... And then... going to check out some of the Masters of the Universe, or Turtles of Grade School, if you will, action figures. Ones I've already got open, but I've got one particular one, my friend, that I'm going to be opening here very, very soon. I don't know if anybody's available or wants to. You know what? I didn't even think of it. If anybody has the time... there. If anybody has any time and they want to jump on in, it'll be a few minutes before I get going. I just want to say I hope everybody is enjoying their Tuesday, whatever it is you're doing. We are semi through the week. We're getting there. We got to get to tomorrow, and then we're halfway through the week. And then you get your Thursdays, Therapy Thursdays with Joe Prime and myself, where it'll help you get to that last day of the week. And then you got the Ace in the Hole variety show, again with me, to help with the weekend. And then when the weekend ends, you can cap it off again with Joe Prime 1986. Do you see how we are here helping you daily almost get through the weeks by weeks, making your days that much better? So if we do make your day better, we're begging you. Like and subscribe. Oh my God, Joe Prime wants to get to 1,000 subscribers so he can show his face. I really don't care anymore, kind of, sort of, a little bit. They come, they go. Help us out. But for anybody else that's out there, I hope you all are having a great day. It's Turtle Tuesday usually. And today would have been one of those days. But usually I kind of find like a turtle toy on Turtle Tuesday to show off, right? Not today. Today, matter of fact, let's show you guys what it is that I picked up on Turtle Tuesday that wasn't a turtle toy. Alrighty then. The hunt for the onslaught is brutal. Brother, I wish I knew you needed him or you were looking for him. Like I told you, like 3 weeks ago now, I saw 3 of those big-ass bastards on the shelf. And I would have totally snagged one for you if I knew you needed it, brother. I really would have. I hate it. But because, ladies and gentlemen, and I was going to buy the TMNT G.I. Joe crossover all shell striker because I don't have that yet. But I didn't get it. You know why? Because in like a week or two, Turtle Tuesday is going to be popping. It's going to be an absolute another live, a Turtle Tuesday live, brought to you by Joe Prime 1986, and it's the gifts that keep on giving, because there's going to be a whole crap ton of turtle stuff coming through from Joe Prime 1986. And because of that, I've been looking for certain things for him to pick up for him for our trade that we've been having going on for like the last month and a half. I can't remember what stream it was now, but a couple of days ago, Joe had mentioned he's looking for a character called Swindle to help build the Bruticus figure, right? So I said, let me see what I can do someday. If I can find it for you, I'll try, but I don't know, like, whatever, right? I don't find the good stuff. Well, lo and behold, there he is. There is the Swindle Joe Prime. I picked this up for you today. You already knew that. I messaged you this morning when I saw him. And there he is in all of its glory, my friend. The bottom of the box, so you know it's real. All of that. There he is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Let's just put the baby down. TK, you son of a... You let me know these things after the fact? I honestly don't know if there was another one. I saw this one. Somebody else, I think an Orion Pax. And then the golden black guy that I genuinely thought was cool looking. I don't know any of these motherfuckers. I don't know any of them at all. And speaking of not knowing people, there's been a pandemic. I don't know if you guys know this, across the U.S. Not just in my state, your state, their state, his state, her state, but all the states combined. There's been a pandemic of people, like homeless people, people I don't know. And occasionally, one of them will stumble upon my YouTube channel. One of these homeless vagrants. And we actually have one of them now. Now, please be kind to him. He is a gentle soul, but he's a little different. But ladies and gentlemen, one of my great friends, please welcome Joe Prime 1986.
That's right. My name is Joe Prime. I live in a garage down by the river.
Yeah, perfect, brother. Perfect. What's happening, dude?
Oh, not a thing. I got to run and go get the kids and stuff here in about 3 o'clock my time. So here in like 40 minutes. But I just wanted to hop on and say thank you. That is so incredible. That is phenomenal. And you know what, dude? Those aren't cheap. I would shit. Don't put me in the place of owing you $100 for 2 of those bots, bud.
It's insane. I look at the prices quick, but until you purchase it and then you're like, oh shit, there's the total. It doesn't process into your head because it's not part of what you're doing. But when I bought this today, it said like $48 with the change. I was like, get the fuck. Yeah. I had to look around. I thought someone was robbing me, stealing money out of my back pocket. I was like, why? But
you feel that jerk in your wallet there?
Oh man, big time. But you know what? I'm going to do a quick comparison of kind of a why I collect what I collect and why I don't collect certain things. And there is no shade being thrown at whatever you collect. I am a big proponent of you collect what you collect and fuck other people's opinions. But this is financially and what you get, physically, this is how I compare what I try to collect. So if I'm buying... Oh, shit, I don't have one here. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah, all right.
I should have been a little better prepared. All right. So, with the Transformer figure, I'm not going to try to break down the dollars per plastic and all that kind of stuff. That's whatever. Toys are just getting too expensive across the board for everybody. It doesn't matter what you collect. But with this figure, and here are my pros and my cons to these types of things. My pros are, this looks phenomenal. This looks incredible. I love the box art. The character itself looks really cool. I love that they show you how many changes it takes to make one character, and that it goes to the Bruticus and stuff. I just think that stuff is cool. If I was specifically collecting these to do this, I wouldn't be questioning this price. But for $50, you are getting a figure that's barely 6 inches tall. I understand the overall, it has more purpose than just what it is, so I take that in consideration. But there's just one little gun, just one cannon, and again, I take this into consideration. It's multifaceted, so you can use it for a few different reasons. I take that. I like that. But for $50, there's this. Now, if this is what you collect, this is what you clearly afford. That's not even the debate. It's just it's the bang for your buck, simply. So then, for me, what's up, Mosh? Thank you for popping in here, brother. Now, if I'm comparing it to what I specifically collect, not anybody else, but just me, here is a $37 NECA, which is the more high brand than Hasbro. And you get a bad camera angle. It's hard to see, but you get all that jazz inside there. You get 2 katanas, a little statue, a pizza, 2 extra heads, gadgets, a videotape, an extra character, and I think like a book for like $37. Now, do I think that's too expensive? Yes, that's too expensive for this even.
Yeah.
But if we're doing a quick comparison of like, well, Ace, how come you don't buy, Transformers if you say you want to buy them once in a while? Right there. For $50, I'm going to buy a NECA figure and something else instead of just saying I bought a Transformer to put in my collection. I like these guys. The one Joe just showed off the other day, that really awesome purple Megatron. That would be at the tippity top of my list if I was to buy one. Because, one, I really like Megatron. When Joe, you showed it off, it looked really cool. But you also gave pros and cons to it, and you said that the plastic isn't the thickest or most whatever, however you worded it. And I look at that, I'm like, well, shit, if I'm going to pay $50 for something, well, sure, then it's on me. That's my discretion. So again, I'm not knocking a single soul that buys this. I'm not saying, oh, you're dumb for getting something at that price for so little. No. If this serves a purpose for you, that's what you're spending your money on, and that's what I appreciate. But if someone wants a quick comparison of like, this is what you get for this price, this is what you could get for this price, or shoot, if you want to be a vintage collector, this is what you get for this price, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So, but this is an incredible looking figure. I don't have a single Transformer other than Blockies, so I love this packaging. This is so cool.
Oh, now imagine that. They actually started back with the window screens, putting that plastic in there. They went through this huge run where they weren't putting plastic on there. So you had to literally hope all your stuff was in the box.
Oh, so they did like... Well, wait a minute. Yeah, Marvel. Hasbro owns Marvel, right? They do the action figures. Yeah. Didn't they do the windowless box for a while and people complained?
Oh, yeah. The bad thing is the Transformers had a windowed box, but nothing else. It was just a big hole in the box. So just take that box and remove the plastic. You could just reach in there. I went to so many times. I went to Walmart, saw like 100 figures without their heads, or the accessories pulled out of the package. But that is phenomenal, man. I personally, how I afford them is they're not Pokemon to me. I don't have to catch them all. So like all those Power of the Primes figures, I picked them up if I found them clearance. Otherwise, I'm not going to pay $65. I bought like the Battle Damaged Prime, 2 other bots, and a He-Man figure a few weeks ago at Target, and got up to the register, rang everything up, $162. Those 2 bots were $55 a piece, man.
Yeah, well, and that's, I literally today, I was like, I'm going to buy me that Shell Striker. And then I happened to look at the Transformers and it was the name. I was like, Swindle, wait a minute. He was looking for that one. So I was like, not today, Shell Striker, not today. So I put it back. I grabbed this, and then I grabbed a Minecraft stuffed animal for my daughter and a Gatorade.
That's what there you go. There you go.
So my turtle fans, if there's any of you in here, don't be upset that I didn't buy a new turtle figure today. Be upset at the Transformers community. You can direct all your anger over at Joe Prime 1986. And if you need therapy because of this transaction, you better show up this Thursday for your Therapy Thursday with myself and Joe. And the Turtles, Transformers will come together and we'll figure something out.
Now, well, there you go. I definitely do appreciate it. Like I said, that guy was a dude on Facebook bragging about buying him for $93.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, why is the Swindle character so elusive and sought after right now?
I watch a guy who does the Slag podcast, and he breaks down like how many figures are shipped to the different stores. And you'll get a case of 12, a case of 24, and out of his case of, which is those bigger deluxes like that, it's going to be a case of 12, and there's only going to be 2 of him in every case.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, and the way Walmart's going now, I mean, my Transformer shelves have been basically, now mind you, I have seen Star Eagle, Power Glide, Swerve is another little mini bot. I've seen a few of those coming back, popping up on the shelves. So you can still get your Star Eagle. He's probably still out there. And he's in that $27 price range. So
my God,
it's a tiny bit better.
That's, all right, I showed you a quick, video of my section of Target where the Transformers were, and it's 99% the same thing, day by day, week by week, month to month. I was shocked. I'm shocked right now, sitting here being like, wow. Of all the Transformers my Target had, they actually had this guy in there, and it's not just, by chance they had a cool one. It's like, nope, I'm probably not going to see this one again in my Target at all now. So I'm very happy that I grabbed this for you, let alone knowing, it was sought after and stuff. But that fucking Star Eagle, you know what? I love America, but if I see that Star Eagle, I'm going to punch it right to the floor. I'm going to go, because I can't.
I will admit, dude, this thing it's not a 20, it's not a 30, well, it's $32, not a $32 toy. It's fun to play with, but yeah,
I'm gonna try to look around when I go to the next toy show and see if I can find the I always forget the other Eagle, Razor Claw, Air Razor.
Air Razor. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find like a used Air Razor that's not like all janky or anything, and just kind of be like, you know what? This will work because this is the one I actually had as a kid. But the Star Eagle, just the idea of it, a bald eagle for the 4th of July is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I love that.
Dang it. Not to, because I've got the box. The box is sealed, and I said this in my own head. The box is sealed. But since you say that, I have an extra Air Razor floating around here, and I will find it now. There's enough room for that little guy. I can maybe squeeze him in.
It was cool. Like, everybody has like their favorite character from like Beast Wars or regular Transformers. I just remember using that Air Razor toy and just flying all around my house as a kid, putting its wings in like this and acting like it's shooting and stuff. And it was just, my memories are so vivid with that one specific figure, that and the Optimus Primal, of just having that mace on like a string I always thought,
yeah, a little skull mace thing.
yeah, I always was like, dude, this guy, he's so awesome.
Man. Yes, yeah, the Optimus Primal, yeah, he was kind of cool. But was there two? The thing I never understood out of Rise of the Beast was there two different gorillas? Was like one a bigger, huger gorilla? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know much about the backstory on that, but when I saw the original Transformers movie, the cartoon one, the way my brain equated the Rise of the Beast moment with the two gorillas is this is the moment like where Optimus Prime got handed the Matrix and then he's the new leader. So that was like his. So I looked at Optimus Primal as like that other gorilla as his like Ultra Magnus or not Ultra Magnus but yeah, right?
Yeah, he would be his Ultra Magnus, although we all know Rhinox was his Ultra Magnus. But yeah,
right.
I can see that. Yeah.
That's how I simplified it in my head because I don't know enough about the backstories. So I was just like, oh, okay, maybe they're taking the Transformer 1 kind of moment and just integrating it into the Rise of Beast because they've already gone way past, Optimus Prime becoming the leader and stuff like that. They're not going to backtrack that part of the story. So I could be totally wrong, but that's how I came up with that part of the story in my head.
Yeah, or he was like, because I was like, I swear to God, no, I'm not one of those people who goes crazy. I watched the movie when it came out a couple times. I bought it, I own it on a DVD, but I haven't gone through and analyzed it, bit by bit or anything like that. But that's one thing. The 2 or 3 times I've watched it, I was like, who is that other gorilla guy?
Yeah,
he got
I don't
killed,
even remember
didn't he?
name. What's that?
He got killed though, didn't he?
Yeah, in the beginning of the movie. That's why I kind of interpreted it like the passing of the torch and just that kind of same moment from like Transformers 1 and then them just kind of retconning it to the Beast Wars. Because when they first showed the first gorilla, I was like, oh yeah, Optimus Primal. And then you see the smaller one and I'm like, do they have babies? Like, what the hell is this? I was even confused because I would literally have to go back to even watch Beast Wars to unlock the core memory. Like, I don't remember the episodes. The only episode I remember is whatever they would call them, the All Sparks or some shit like that would crash on the planet, and then the Maximals and the fucking Dinobots or whatever they were called, they would all try to race to that spot to convert that new robot to a good guy or a bad guy. That's really all I remember. And the only episode I really remember is them doing that on like a snowy mountain. And that's when they introduced like a white tiger or something like that. And it had like teal stripes or gold stripes. I can't remember exactly.
Oh yeah, the teal stripes. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember my brother and I being like, oh gosh, I can't wait for that one to be a toy. And I don't know if he made it. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's got many toys.
Does he? Okay, that would be a fun video to do, like a live of going down the rabbit hole of like what the Beast Wars toys were and like which ones. I don't know. I would personally like to do that because, man, the more I think about them, the more I'm like, oh yeah. So very interesting. I know. Very, very cool.
Of course, I've got that feeling every time I start talking about these Beast Wars and I want to confirm. I look over to my shelf that's now occupied by my Masterpiece Primes because I was running out of room. And I'm like, oh yeah, I sold all those so I could put more Primes there.
What a prime spot.
I know. It was prime real estate. It had to be taken up. I couldn't hold on to the Beast Wars because they look good. They pose great, but one of those no attachments to them. So,
right, exactly. They're the collection adjacent of what you're doing. They're the distant cousin, and you can kind of get rid of your distant cousins once in a while. So I get it.
Exactly.
I get it completely. I am going to just flip my camera off for one moment, but I'm still here, folks. And you can see my little Michelangelo is cooking his Thanksgiving dinner. Last year, I'll probably try to maybe do a setup again this year, but I like to, whatever the holiday is that's kind of coming around, I kind of like to set up my turtle sewer setup like that. So last year, I had a nice long table with a bunch of my characters standing around it for like a big Thanksgiving dinner, and I left that up for all Thanksgiving Day or month long. I got a bunch of Christmas stuff I want to switch over and, make the turtle lair look like it's, they're celebrating Christmas. So at some point, I will rearrange this turtle lair again, but for right now, it'll sit like this for another month and a half, 2 months. I don't know if I'll do a Halloween thing. Maybe, because I do have a bunch of different turtles, and they all look like they're in fucking Halloween costumes.
I was going to say, Target sells, this was one of the things I got last year. Target sells those little strings of purple and orange, like fairy lights almost.
Yeah.
But they sold them in like 10-foot little things up in their little, like their little $5 bins right when you come in the store. Yeah, I got a couple of those last year and put them in a big wreath. We used that for Halloween. That was kind of fun. But yeah, I can see you putting some of those stringing some of those little fairy lights for Halloween or well, I mean, you could use those for anything. String them through the little apartment.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Smoking Aces was yesterday.
Oh my God. Look how red my face just got. Oh, by the way, before I forget, before you got to get out of here, I will be doing, because everybody else on YouTube, I've seen Joe do it. I've seen Mike from the Iacon Files do it. So now it's time for Ace to do it. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. So the first Friday of September. Ladies and gentlemen, get your thinking caps on, because there will be, oh yes, look at the stack of cards. There will be WWE trivia. I don't have any other trivia cards, so this was literally like the only thing I had, so that's why it's wrestling. But yeah, look at the stack of trivia that we are going to try to go through. 2 weeks, or well, not 2 weeks, a week from this Friday, right? That's how I want to say it. A week from this Friday, we will be doing live trivia, and the winner, there will be a winner. We will be keeping score of who is winning, because the winner will receive a special gift.
Look
it'll
at
probably,
that. See,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking forward to listening to that.
Oh, no, sir. And also, if you are in the panel, how about this, Mr. Joe? If you're in the panel, you have to partake.
Well, I'll slide right up to that one there then.
Wrong answers are welcomed. So I figured I'd throw that out there now. If anybody wants to hang out and do some wrestling trivia, well, 1 week from this Friday, we will be doing wrestling trivia.
Oh my God, it's going to sound like the inside of a stadium if you get, say, Ryan, Cousin William, Hinderer. That's the only rule. You have to scream your answer out as loud as you can.
Oh my gosh, golly. Gosh golly. Get your thinking caps on, folks, because you know what? I'm not even sure what the giveaway gift is going to be. Should it be something to do with wrestling, since it's wrestling trivia, or should it be just random?
I think it should be that would be more incentive for the true wrestling fans to show up if they knew, hey, there'll be a wrestling related gift at the end here.
You know what the gift will be, and I have these. I have to dig them out of my closet. But many, many moons ago, I used to do yard sales, a very big yard sale. And I would get or I would take an envelope. I would take about about 5, 6 wrestling trading cards, kind of like the ones you gave me, Joe. I would take those, and then in each one of the envelopes, I would take a trading card that I personally met that wrestler and had them sign the card, because that's what I wanted them to sign for me. And then I just at one point was like, I can get rid of these. I mean, I don't really need them in my collection. So that's what they are. They're autographed trading cards that I personally went and got autographed. So I'll be the voucher for them and say that they're 100% real. But then there's also cards that have a piece of a wrestling shirt in them, because that's from the actual Tops or whoever the hell makes the wrestling trading cards. I had tons and tons of wrestling trading cards back in the day. I still have a bunch of them. Joe sent me a bunch, but I have a ton. I don't think they're anywhere that I can grab, but I have a ton of autographed ones. I mean, a shit ton. I have a shit ton of autographs that I have acquired myself. So for the winner, I don't even know how many I will give you, but I will dig through all those autographs or those envelopes, because they're still the way they are. These envelopes have been sealed. They're white envelopes with trading cards in them and an autograph. Holy shit, for probably 10 years. I tried selling them like 10 years ago, then just stuck them away in a box and never thought about them again until I moved here. So they have literally been sealed in envelopes for like a decade, and I will just throw you envelopes of these trading cards and autographs if you win. So there you go. The winner will get autographed wrestling trading cards.
That sounds, but that might be kind of cool. Heck, I might even put some effort into this. You know, who knows?
Why not? Why not, man? And you know what?
All right, brother.
You got to head out. I was just gonna say you probably got to go, right?
Well, yeah, I was gonna let you go ahead and show off your toys. I'll be watching and driving.
Yeah, I got my Turtles of Grayskull figures over here. We're gonna do like a little showcase of them, and then I'm gonna open up that super shredder that you picked up for me. So thank you very much for that. And now it's time to play with the toys. So Joe, thank you very much for jumping in here. This is dual streaming over on his channel. So folks, if you're coming in from over at Joe Prime's and you don't see his face, don't worry. He's here in spirit. And we hijacked this show. That's what it is. But Cousin William, what'd you say? That'd be cool. You haven't signed cards of Stone. No, nobody like that. I will have to put a disclaimer up. Nobody like that of a big name. It's more, oh my God, who would it be? I wouldn't even be able to remember. I'd have to open up the envelopes to even see who the hell is inside of them, because I truly don't remember. But it would have been people like maybe like a Shelton Benjamin or a Victoria or a Stevie Richards, something like that. But if it's a big name wrestler, it is never, no. But yeah, it'll still be cool. It'll be fun. It'll be cool. Definitely come check it out. And now we are going to pop on over there and check out those toys. Michelangelo. Let's see. Got to make room. I don't have enough space at Ace's place. There we go. Whoa! Hitting things and knocking them over. All right, artichokes and people and folks, here we go. Whoop, wrong button there, Bubby. So here we are with the Turtles of Grayskull. We got all 4 of them here. Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and we're stuck. Donatello, Casey Jones, 2-Bop Steady of Bebop and Rocksteady, and then April O'Neil. Absolutely great. Now, this is not the entire line. There are plenty more characters that I personally do not have, but this is my entire set right here. These 7 Plus, yes, you're looking at him in the center, the Super Shredder along with Leatherhead. Leatherhead is my favorite Ninja Turtle character. I personally just try to collect as many Leatherheads as I can. So regardless if I had these, I would have still tried to acquire him. And he's staying in the box though, because I love him. But yeah, these guys are fantastic. They're really great looking. I personally think so anyways. They kind of got a little bit of like the movie, especially Leo and Donnie, their color schemes. They got a little bit of the movie with the cartoon look to them, and I absolutely think that looks cool. Michelangelo with that wig to look kind of like Prince Adam, He-Man, whatever, which one you want. He's got his nunchucks. Raph's got his sais. Leo with his katanas. And then Donnie with this really cool bow staff that has these extra features on it. I added those because I just think they look awesome. And then the Casey Jones, which shout out to the Casey Jones because this harkens back to the original Playmates one, with especially this freaking teal coloring of his weapons, which I absolutely adore because those are the original colors to his accessories from, you know, way back in the day with the Playmates one. So and this color just works perfectly for this type of toy because it's not too awkward, it's not weird. Yes, back with the Playmates figures, even I can say that their accessories can be a little standoffish because they are usually just a one color, you know, bright colored weapon. And it can look a little silly and you don't see the detail. It gets all lost in the mix. So this though looks absolutely great because the scale for one is already better. You get to see all the tape and stuff like that around the actual hockey stick and the tape coming off here. But to have it in that color, for me personally, it tickles my fancy because I truly love the original Playmates line the absolute most out of all of the Turtle figures. So to kind of have like a juiced up Casey Jones based on that original figure is pretty damn cool. And yes, if you're wondering, you can take his mask off. Look at that. Handsome son of a gun under there. But his helmet is pretty sweet. And there you go. And then the Two Bop Steady, that was my very first one that I ever got because Bebop and Rocksteady would be my, if Leatherhead is my 1A, or my 1A. If he is my A, then Bebop and Rocksteady are my B1 and my B2. I think these guys are absolutely great. I try to get as many of these figures as I can. You can see all of the cool, you know, arm attachment with the mace right here, the ball and chain, whatever it's called. And I guess if you get certain ones of these characters, you can acquire, you know, certain parts and build Metalhead. I don't have that character, which I kind of wish I do. But they look really great split down the middle. They're supposed to be the Too Bad of the Masters of the Universe line, but obviously for the Turtles of Grayskull. And then, of course, we've got April O'Neil. She looks so sweet. What is up, Cousin William? Hello, hello. But she looks absolutely incredible. The wingspan on her is very nice. It's probably about 9 inches from tip to tip. Hey, waka waka. But I picked her up, and I couldn't even believe it. She was on clearance, and I think she was like a newer figure for like $8, maybe $9. I don't really even remember. But I immediately snatched her up because obviously she is the sorceress mixed with April O'Neil. This is a really cool figure. And her weapon is actually it's supposed to kind of look like a camera, but you can actually look through it. I don't know how well, yeah, you can kind of see that you can look through it. I just think all of the little extra features that they've given to these turtle figures is top notch. I'm looking at Leatherhead right now, and he comes with his little leather hat and in a bear trap or an animal trap as his weapon, and it looks freaking amazing. These toys are so incredibly cool. I'm glad, personally for me, that I was able to acquire a couple of them in store while they were still available, and then the rest of them were gifted to me, which I appreciate that very much. That is not lost on me at all. But if you're wondering, there is a little mini comic to go with it, The Turtles of Grayskull. And you can see that there is a Hordak, which, come on, Stealth Ninja He-Man, and Stealth Ninja Leonardo, and then there's the April O'Neil. So that is the April O'Neil that I have. There is the Stealth Ninja Leonardo. Maybe I have that one. I'm not really even sure. Oh, something just fell out. But yeah, there's a Foot Soldier. There's Krang. A whole bunch of characters that I just do not have. I wish I had grabbed more of them, but hey, over time, I'm sure I'll come across them and I'll snatch them up then. But for now, these are who I have, and I absolutely adore them. But now that we've taken a look at all of the turtles plus those other three, let's get rid of these ones. Remove those from the battlefield. And you know what? Actually, I'll leave April out for right now. Only because I'll show how wide her wings are. And Casey Jones with all of his awesome accessories. I mean, you saw the hockey stick. He's got like a cool spear. Translucent axe, which looks like it can plug into the wrist of somebody. Honestly. And then here is a dope sledgehammer. But we will move the shredder for a minute. Here is a Michelangelo still on card. This was the one I bought, and then I was gifted a Michelangelo. So that's what he would look like. You can see you've got Tila, which, you know what? Oh, shoot. I do have that Tila. I forgot I have that Turtles of Grayskull Tila. She's down on the bottom of the shelf with the He-Man figures. I absolutely forgot I have her. Let me grab her. There we go. There is the Turtles of Grayskull Tila. I absolutely forgot I had her. I do believe she's the only other one I've got. But you can see Tila's there. You've got the Michelangelo, Casey Jones, and then Skeletor. I do not have the Skeletor, but that's all right. That is all right. We got the Shredder, baby. And here is April O'Neil. We're going to... I mean, look at the wings. That is just super incredible looking. I think they did a really good job with it. The only articulation is just up and down right here. It doesn't do any other thing like that. But I mean, look at the color. How it's airbrushed on there. It's just sprayed on. I think that looks great. It captures, you know, kind of a realistic tone. It looks like it's just blown around over there. Awesome toy. There we go. April. April! But now, let's get into this guy, right? Do I have a knife here? No, I don't. But I have my... Oh, there's a spot on the side. Easy peasy, baby. And they do show you when you open it up what, you know, you can... It's got the scepter over here. You can make it into two. Take his cape off, his head off. Ba 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 boop. Ba 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 boop. Ba 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 boop. Let me see. Oh, there's a little... Throw that on the floor. Here is a... Is this a card or a comic? Card. Oh, this is cool. This is nice and thick. So you got like your little information card that might be on the back of the box, but you don't have to cut it all apart. The Super Shredder, Mutated Serpent Ninja Master. Super Shredder, Master of Ninjutsu. A razor sharp shredding armor, superhuman strength, mutation, lethal snake venom, regenerating snake body, and super serpent strength. Regenerating snake body. My guy can regenerate. Watch out, turtles. I don't think any of you can regenerate. There is his staff. And exactly as it is, it just plugs together like that. Looks like a scarab almost, but it's maybe a snake head. I can't tell what the French toast that is. Where are my pliers? Get them pliers out, baby. I got an idea. I got an idea. Won't come in from the back. You know it ain't. It ain't Friday night. You ain't coming in from the back. I don't know how many of these zippy ties there are, but zippy-ki-yay, mother trucker. Zippy-ki-yay. That's all I'm saying. Of course, there's one on his fucking tail. Why wouldn't there be one down here? There's two of them. There's two of them, you son of a gun. Ain't one of them even done nothing but nothing. Get out of the box. You're home now. Home where you belong. What do you say in there, Cousin William? I have them figures, but a few. That's it. Yeah, these are great. This is great. This Super Shredder's fantastic. Look at him. He's not all like gunky or like hard or nothing. His armor does kind of get in his way, but you can take all of that off if you would like. You absolutely could. I'm clearly going to leave it on because I want him to have his armor. That arm is a bit of a bitch. I can already tell that I will not be bending that arm. Maybe heat it up, but right now we're going to leave it as it is. I like the, I wish they would have went with a continue the paint. Could have just continued it right there, you dirty pickle. Well, he looks cool as hell, man. He's cool as hell, man. What you talking about, eh? He's cool. Does he stand up on his own? How's my boy supposed to stand up? My God, he's got so much armor on him, it's hard to maneuver him. There we go. My guy doesn't stand up, though. He is very top-heavy, which I figured he would be. You gotta get him in that sweet spot, baby. You gotta get him in that sneaky sweet spot, baby. And just take his little tail, plug him in. His cape is really cool. It's like super soft rubber. Ah! Yeah, this is really soft rubber. I like this. I wonder what other characters I could sneak around with and get this on. Let me look! Let me see who wants to wear a purple cape. Nobody. Nobody wants to wear a purple cape at the moment. We'll find someone at some point. But that's cool as hell. I know Joe Prime has the foot soldier one, and you can like swap out their body parts and stuff. That's pretty damn cool, Joe. That's pretty cool. This guy looks fantastic. Does look like he's got little lone claws right there. Some snakes going around. There's the shredder, the foot symbol right there. Very, very awesome. This guy looks great. And all the rubber pieces on him and stuff are the softest rubber I've ever felt in my life. You could throw this at a baby and the baby would break this thing. I'm not saying you should throw it at a baby, but I'm saying if you did throw it at a baby, you'd be surprised which one would last a little bit longer. All right, well, enough of talking about throwing things at babies. Ooh, his hand, though. How do you get his hand through the staff? That's another question, folks. His hand is tighter than a... Whoa, watch your mouth. Fudge putty, potato study, bread. Ah! Oh! Oh my God, no way. Oh, I got it. Because I'm cool. And I got it. I'm going to try to get his arm to bend because I want it to. But there he is, man. Shredder, stand up, you frickin' silly. You damn booger bear. You little shit stain. All right, Super Shredder. Super Shredder looking cool. Looking cool. His tail kind of swirls around behind him. Yeah, it's hard to get him to stand up. What's happening? Mike, what is happening? I watched a little bit of your stream yesterday and then dipped out. The sleepy times came calling. But you and Joe, very good stuff. I enjoyed what I listened to. But we're taking a look at the Super Shredder right now from the Turtles of Grayskull. Wow. In comparison, I thought he was going to be a lot bigger than the Toidles. Now, yes, the Toidles are on stands, so they do kind of give a little bit more of an elevation. But oh no shit. That's cool. Sorry, I got distracted. So there we go. Let's put Mikey in the background now. There we go. Look at that beautiful stuff right there. We got the Shredder with all 4 Turtles of Grayskull surrounding him. Now that is pretty damn awesome. So this figure, a little bit of a backstory of where you can acquire it or where I have acquired it. So I've wanted this specific Shredder for a while now. Ever since I saw these Turtles of Grayskull figures, I wanted the Shredder just to have him and go in my collection and just have a really cool snake version of Shredder. Now, I have never seen him in stores. Never ever saw this version in stores, or maybe I just overlooked it and, you know, it came and went. The only place I had seen it was Big Bad Toy Store for like 22 and change or some junk like that. And I was like, all right, well, when I decide to pull the trigger, that's when I'm going to get the that Super Shredder. Well, maybe a month ago, this guy that I keep talking about, Joe Prime, he just happens to be going into a clearance discount store. I can't even remember what the hell it was called. I think it was called, Hey Ace, You Suck. Something like that kind of store. But he goes in there and he sends me a picture of not just 1, 2, or 3 of these bad boys, but literally a department store of them. There was probably 20 of them there on the shelf. And these guys were $10 a piece. So my dude was like, do you need him? And I'm like, oh, yeah, please. Absolutely, please. And I know he bought himself one as well. For $10, this is a hard figure to just walk away from. I mean, regardless, he is absolutely incredible looking and a fun little toy to goof off with. I certainly know when my daughter and myself are doing our Turtle City, which is when we set up and we play with, you know, we actually play with our figures, Shredder is going to have a new mutation, and well, I'll show you. So these are the Shredders that we play with. This is my original 2003 Shredder. So we use this one for when we're literally playing with our action figures. So this guy is going to mutate into that guy, and then we also have this version of the Shredder where he's just missing some of his armor and doesn't have his helmet on. So we have a few of them that we play around with. So this Super Shredder right here is going to be absolutely awesome to mutate and have fight the Turtles. Now, I do have a challenge for all of you listeners out there. go back to the beginning of this stream 55 minutes ago and take a shot every single time I say shredder. Or substitute that shot with eat a piece of candy, run in a circle, bop yourself on the nose every time you hear me say the word shredder, because I'm freaking sick of saying it. I have said it enough, and I'm not going to say it again, except for thank you guys for watching me open up this Super Shredder action figure. He is so rad. And now before we end this stream, now I know it's Turtle Tuesday. I know. And we talked a little bit about Transformers earlier. Mike, if you didn't catch, if you're still here, Mike. Are you still here, my good friend Michael? I'll wait to see if you are or not. See if he's still hanging with us. As we remove. All right, you're here. You're here. Good, good, good. Not only is it Turtle Tuesday, but I found this figure right here for Joe Prime, and we'll show it off one more time. There we go. I know he's specifically collecting this line or these characters to help finish his Bruticus. So I was super stoked to be able to find this swindle today at my local Target. Joe and I've mentioned before, we're in the middle of a trade. He's got an army of things that are being sent to me, and I've got a bunch of stuff that is going to him. But I just happened to see this at Target today, and I knew he said he needed this guy. And little did I know that he is highly, highly sought after and can go for a very pretty penny based, already, what he's already going for is $50 pretty much. So yeah, picked up Swindle. Gonna get this out to Joe within, a week or two, and then he'll be able to have this. But since you were in here, Mike, I wanted to show that off and be like, we're not just Turtles, we're Transformers too, man. So very, very cool. And I know this Sunday I'll brag about it again to him on his show. But yeah, I wanted to just show this off one more time. And not only are we talking Transformers, but I got to give a special shout out to my friend Justin Booth. Thank you very much, Justin, for the transaction that you and I just did, where I recently picked up my very first two, not just one, but my very first Valaverse figures. We have the Crimson Shadow along with the Bone Collector. Now, I do believe this is the Bone Collector version 1, but these guys are absolutely remarkable looking. Now, for most of you that don't know, I don't collect a lot of G.I. Joe or Valaverse figures, if you will. But I am tempted to get certain things of other properties here and there. And Justin Booth, part of a Discord with him, he was selling these used ones for a really good price. And I said, you know what? Let me snag up 2 of them. They can look really cool if I put them with my foot soldiers or whatever I'm doing. I mean, let's since it's Turtle Tuesday, gosh golly. Even the turtles. Look at that. Even the turtles can get down with a beatdown of these mercenary looking guys here. So it's not for nothing, but I did want to give Justin Booth a little special shout out. Thank you very much. I will be going over these and talking about them in all that detail this Friday at the Ace in the Hole, a variety show. Oh, wrong button there, Ace Hole. So let's actually... Ooh, it's raining out. It's a pouring out, baby. All right, folks. That is... Where the hell's my camera? We're sideways. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, right there. I appreciate all of you guys and gals or whoever the hell was listening and watching for checking out this video. And my God, I can't... There we go. Thank you all so much for watching this video or this live stream and partaking and conversating and all that stuff. Mike, everybody else in between, TKD Bar, Cousin William, Joe Prime, Mosh, Sorry if I missed anybody else. But happy Turtle Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you have a slice of pizza standby or on hand, or I'm running on fumes. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Swindle and Onslaught, says TKD Bar. We're going to keep on looking out for you, dude, especially that Onslaught. But other than that, love, peace, and pizza grease. Ah!
Subscribe to Ace's Place 22. Peace, love, and pizza grease.